Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back to the Boat Gang. We're out here at the Ironclad shop, okay, where homemade RC boats go to die. All right. Today, as you guys probably seen in the thumbnail, we're going to be building a scratch-built carbon fiber monohull. Okay, this is a little 19-inch long, 10.5-inch wide mono, a little trick boat that I've actually laid up a mold. Okay, last year, well, the previous video in this playlist, I showed you guys how to lay up a mold. All right, I've got it PVA'd and waxed, all the release agents on there, so we're ready for the carbon fiber. Okay, so we're going to cut the carbon fiber, lay up a top side, bottom side, but first we're actually going to pull the mold off of this plug. This is the hatch that I'm going to use for the boat. I actually made two different hatches. I'm going with this one, so we're going to pull that first, cut the carbon fiber, lay up the holes. So it may be a long video, so stick around if you're interested in how to build a boat. Big B, we're Ironclad RC. It's going to be a full build series. Just by looking at the mold here, it doesn't really look like much, but it actually come out pretty good. It come out pretty good. The top side, the PVA, it wanted to kind of pull up in a couple areas. So my first boat that I pull from this mold, it may not be like beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a new way to spray the PVA so it lays out nice. I may need to pick up a specific mold release wax because I think the wax I'm using is causing it to pull up in certain areas. So that's the mold. All right, like I said, that's what we're pulling from it. Okay, so let's get this out the way and get this plug pulled. I laid this up 2 days ago, so it should be cured out. All right, I went fiberglass veil first on my plug, fiberglass veil, and then I went chop strand, fiberglass, and epoxy. Okay, and then the last layer here, I had some chopped up, strings of extra carbon fiber I needed to get rid of. So I just kind of went around the mold with the carbon fiber, that's that black stuff, just to kind of give it some rigidity so it'll last through several pulls. You feel me? Nice. Yes, it came out good. Right here is the PVA, the polyvinyl alcohol release agent. It's like a plastic film that you just wash off, which I'm not ready to wash it off. I want to give this another day or so to cure out before I put water on it. But oh man, it looks nice. It looks really nice. There's some, it's not a perfect boat. Probably gonna have to, it's a carbon fiber hull. Probably gonna have to paint it. You know what I mean? Because I'm not like a professional. It's only my second time. But you can see the 3 coats of PVA actually did perfect, man. It actually made a nice protective barrier so our part didn't get stuck to the mold, So that's actually gonna be nice. That's actually nice. I'll show you guys what it looks like on the boat. Okay, this is the plug. It actually come off of its base right there. I just used silicone to glue it down. But yeah, that actually gives it a nice little bit of character, rather than that other bubbleless hatch. You know what I mean? So this was my plug. It's a solid plug, and this is what the mold looks like. All right, so now we'll basically lay up, clean up the edges, and then we'll lay up some carbon fiber in here and pull an identical hatch. It should be identical to this once we're done. The reason I'm really starting this is because I want to do that one next. I was going to do this one next. This is a stepped hull boat that I designed, and I've run it, and it's fast, but the boat hull itself is too heavy. I used some thick wood. So I think I'm going to put this guy right here back together. We cracked it, broke it into 3 pieces, so we're probably going to pull that one next. Probably won't be no time soon because I got a lot of preparation to do for it. So let's get to cutting the carbon fiber. I need to cut out a paper template of the size of this boat so we can cut it out of our carbon fiber. Okay. Oh, man. That is pretty, boy. That's pretty. Biggest piece of carbon fiber I bought to date. Okay. This is 3K twill, 6-ounce weight carbon fiber. Okay. I've got my template cut out. I basically used a piece of painter's paper here and kept in mind, you know, the contours of my boat once I laid a fabric in, but I have to have a little bit of overhang here. Okay. I may actually trim a little bit of that up, but it's my first boat, so I wanted it to be a little bit larger for mistakes. You know, I hate to waste carbon fiber. So we're actually going to lay out one piece of cloth on the boat. I want it to be super light. Okay, I'll probably take some of this scrap right here and like put in the keel and go 2 applications in certain areas. I'm basically going to fast forward through this. I'm using painter's tape, this pinstriping tape right here. Remember why I put the project down a year ago, man. I'm like biting my freaking fingernails. I'm like scared. I'm a scaredy cat. Oh man. So now I got everything cut out. I got my scrap pieces. I've got my transom cut out so we can double that up once we get the initial carbon fiber in the hull. Okay. I went with carbon fiber because it's like simple. One piece. Boom, done. No gel coat. It's kind of less expensive overall, you know, having to buy the gel coat, which gel coat, if it sits up a long period of time, it'll go bad. So I went with the carbon fiber, and I'm kind of worried, you know. I don't have rollers. I don't like rollers. I don't vacuum form, okay? And this is my first boat, so I'm freaking out. Trying to get the carbon fiber over these hard edges. Do I need, you know, I'm sitting here like planning my attack, you know, how am I going to lay it out once I get the resin in the boat? You know, should I cut the carbon fiber edges right here type deal, or will the carbon fiber like conform to this hatch opening, and can I get it over these hard edges without air bubbles, you know? I've never had good luck with rollers. I use these synthetic bristles right here. These have actually been pretty good for dabbing out my carbon fiber. A little bit better than the natural bristle. So this is what I'm going to use. I know. And here I am still delaying the inevitable. Like my old captain said, I've said this before, I'll say it again. God hates a coward. Let's freaking get it. Okay, so I got it laid out. Alright, I'm about to start the top side. Basically the same way I did this. I worked on trying to get this laid out for 2 hours. I basically only recorded for 15 minutes. Basically the same process. You lay it down and you try to get the freaking carbon fiber to lay down in all the little nooks and crannies. So actually I put a second piece right here in the V, and oh man, hopefully I got it to lay down good, you guys. It looks like everything laid down for me. you guys will never, ever, 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 ever hear me freaking complain about the price of an RC boat hull. Never again, boy. Never again. I know, you know, they vacuum form these fiberglass hulls and stuff, but man, it's a lot of work that goes into this stuff. And hell, I hadn't even, it took me the better part of a day to do this. And I hadn't even started putting the top side and the bottom side together, cleaning up the hull. So I'm actually worried about this. I couldn't get the carbon fiber to conform over that step. So what I did is I cut an X right here, you know, kind of relieve some of the stress that was being put on it when I would go to form it to the mold. And I basically like forced epoxy under the carbon fiber, which on top of the boat, you know, hopefully it don't have any air bubbles is basically what I'm trying to say. I forced epoxy in there, and hopefully the epoxy's conforming to that little step we had around the hatch area. Fingers crossed, you know. So it'll be overnight for me. A few seconds for you guys. I am super freaking excited. I lost sleep last night thinking about this boat. I'm really worried about this, and I'm going to pull this one first because I'm worried about the, you know, around the hatch area. And hopefully what I did, hopefully it worked. So what I used to pull them, as you guys seen with the plug, I just use a paint scraper here. And I'll use like a chisel. I'll stick it in there. Take another paint scraper and hold my progress, you know. Oh, yes. Oh, man, it's freaking super light, boy. Yes, sir, buddy. Okay. Oh, man, you can. This is all going to be cut out. That's where the hatch is. And, oh, it come out, dude. It come out. Look, the epoxy I built up around these steps for the hatch. It come out. That's what I was so worried about. Because I couldn't get the carbon fiber to set down on that edge, you know. Nice. Let's see if we can get this PVA off. This old 6-month-old PVA. Let's do it. Oh, this is so freaking satisfying, you guys. A lot of work, man. Like I said yesterday, I was out here for basically a whole day working on this boat. It's so thin you can see through it, you guys. Check it out. May need to go and do the inside, but a lightweight boat, man. Lightweight boat. We could keep it light, or we can go overpower pig with it, but oh, it looks good. Oh, I'm so freaking stoked, y'all. Man, I might go second application, you know, maybe sand the inside of it, go second application on it. Oh, you guys have no idea. This has been a year in the making. A year getting the nerve up to do it, you know. Man, that is awesome, you guys. Oh, I got so much confidence now on my next one, you know. Oh, we got we got a couple little spots right there that had an air bubble in it. Oh, right here too. Oh, that's a freaking bummer. Oh, that's a bummer. But I guess I can fill it with some epoxy, you know. Fill it with epoxy and sand it. And then maybe we can buff it out. Oh, that's freaking awesome. This side right here looks good. Oh, we got one little spot right there, which is fine. We could fill it, you know. See that? Where the epoxy, I didn't have enough epoxy on it to fill that hole. And right here. So I'll do the same thing. I'll kind of fast forward through this guy right here. Oh, this one come out a lot easier. Oh, the transom good. Oh, the transom come out good. Yes. 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 Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Look at that, boy. Is the strakes good? Yes, the strakes are good. Oh, so exciting, man. So exciting. Like a kid at Christmas Day, boy. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yes, sir, buddy. Yes, sir, buddy. Now we got to join the top side and the bottom. Freaking balls, son. This bottom side come out the best. I really don't see any imperfections in it. Oh, I do have one right there, but it's not that bad. It ain't bad at all. Yeah, that looks good, you guys. That looks good. I have to rinse all this PVA off, you know. I'm not ready to do all that yet. Okay, so I got my scale zeroed out. Now it is. It's in grams. 202 grams, boy. 19 inches long, 10.5 inches wide, son. Ooh, yes, sir, buddy. Yes, sir, buddy. So I actually trimmed up the edges here. As you can see, I just went ahead and trimmed it up because they were poking me. So we're actually going to join the top side and the bottom in the next video. The reason I'm not going to do it in this video, for one, the video is long. Two, you can actually find splashed holes like on eBay. You know, there's actually a seller that Brandon Wynn, he actually got this little micro hydroplane from, which I'm about to paint. Should have been painting it already. But this was a top side and bottom, just like this, basically, and you have to join them. So I figured, you know, making a specific video, especially, you know, oriented to joining the top side and the bottom side, and I may go ahead and splash this hatch, and we'll pull this hatch just like we did the boat in the next video when we join the two. Okay, because I actually got some prepping up to do, and I gotta get the nerve up to join it, you know, and kind of think of the best route to go with it and all that good stuff. So yeah, I think making a separate video for joining the top side and bottom side would be the best way to go. Okay, so we made the mold, we made the hull, we're going to join it, we got the hatch we're going to make. It's going to look like this when it's done, but hell, look how much this boat weighed. It's heavy, and I had a brushed motor in it, and it was fast with a brushed motor. It would do like 35, and it was 780 grams, and it was actually heavier than that because I had a heavy hatch on it too when I was running the boat. So it's going to be a fun boat, you guys, and you know, I may have this boat for purchase. You know, who knows? I'll get some materials together. I'll be able to make one a week or so. You know, there'll probably be some imperfections in it like you see here, but overall, you know, you'll get the top side and bottom side and have to join it type deal. It'll be like a DIY project for you guys. And yeah, so thanks for watching the home built mono hull start to finish. It's a whole playlist, so if you're catching this video late, check out the playlist to show you how you do this, the whole nine. So we're going to do the electronics install, everything. So thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you next time. Big B with Ironclad RC.